is Mr. Boom Chronicles himself. I just wanted to drop in and say something real quick. And it's going to be real brief as always. But I was just sitting up talking to somebody and I had a thought like, I've seen people who have household names in faith or in local places, and the thing that I always see is they'll go through something, then you'll see them, almost being a little off. And then certain people go through stuff. Everybody will make up an excuse for one person and then throw the other person away. And I just wanted to come here and say, like, sometimes, if you that person that's been thrown away, I understand you. You know what I mean? Don't walk away from God. Don't walk away from the faith, because what we tend to do sometimes is we'll walk away real quick. I've been the person who's been there, who's done that, who had a lot of emotions and feelings about a lot of stuff. And God has been healing me and restoring me. He's even been bringing me my joy back. I've been, finding myself just full of joy, full of life lately. And I know it's only because of that. But I'll tell you a little bit of my situation and my story. The issue was, I went through some things, and then it felt, when I went through some things, I backslid at this point in time. I remember when I backslid, I went back to smoking weed and hanging with people that I know didn't mean no good for me. And I was from friends to family. And no disrespect, nobody, I love everybody, but it's the truth. And I remember looking online at some of them people that I used to be around as a Christian. They would say stuff like, he was probably never saved. And at that time, I'm not gonna lie, that stuff hurt me, because they said if you know God, you will know better, you will do better, and stuff like that. And it's like, how can you put your mouth on somebody and not understand what they're going through or what they're dealing with? And so if you don't know what a person is going through or what they're dealing with, you don't know the shoes they wear, you don't know nothing about that life they came from, the demons that they battle, what they fight. All you knew was they was on fire for God. They went through some things and they just kind of backed up a little bit. The thing is, pray for them. Be that spiritual vessel for them. Because at the end of the day, that person needs you more than ever. And they need the God in you more than ever. If you're the person who's on the other side of the tracks, who probably feel like what I just said, that person should know better, they were this, they were that. If you don't understand that type of stuff, I'm going to say to you as well, pray for them. Because a lot of times you don't know. Like, I got brothers who came from the hood, from the streets, from selling drugs, gangbanging, and they've tried to do this Christ thing. They try to do church rather than Christ. And I always try to tell my brothers, it's good to be a part of church. Never forsake the assembly of the saints. And a lot of people would take that context and say it's more than just church. I agree as well. But it's nothing like having a church family. I thank God for my church family. It's a lot of things that in this last 21-day fast and shut-in that we had that actually has helped me understand. There's some things that was taught to me in the last 2 seasons that I didn't get, that I get now. Because at that time, I don't know if I wasn't in the right place to observe something, or not observe, but to receive something. I don't know. It may have been, I don't know what it was, but it's like I look back and I'm seeing stuff that was taught to me that I'm getting now and I'm understanding, and I'm happy, and it's great, And I just want to talk to that person who feel like they lost. A lot of times, a lot of people feel like they don't belong. A lot of people would sit up, rewinding back to what I started out saying. A person that go through stuff and people will be like, oh, this person wasn't that. But then the person who has a household name, or family members who have a household name, and this is, once again, this is no disrespect to anybody, I'm just telling the truth right now. We will tend to keep them and rally and shield them and then throw the other person away. And that's that. We got to get better, because we can't keep throwing people away. That's a whole soul right there. Like the book of Joshua lets us know that that's blood on our hands. You know what I mean? And I've came through situations and scenarios. I've been healed. I haven't, and I can also attest that I didn't always do everything right. I didn't always say everything right, but I've always showed love. And my heart was, was feeling like it was trampled on when certain statements were being said, especially on social media. And I know a lot of people would be like, oh no, you shouldn't care about that, but I did at the time, you know. These were a lot of people who I thought had my back, and to find out they had a lot to say. And I forgave them, and I forgive them now, and I see the bigger picture. But I just want to encourage that one soul. I want to encourage that one person who feels like, you know, I don't belong here, I don't fit in with nobody. Church is not for me. No, church is for you. You got to find that right place that is for you. That is for you. You can't get caught up in saying, oh, church is not for me. Yes, it is for you. Try Christ. Don't just do church, do Christ. If you do Christ, I guarantee you, when things come your way, man, no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad you fall, guess when you get it, you gonna get back up there with, and where you still at, you still gonna be with Christ. You still gonna be saved. You just gotta just do Christ. Don't just do church, do Christ. And that's all I want to share with y'all, man. God bless.